Hello everyone and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today we are watching once more Esa Tunanen in his Gremyashchy. He is on the map Big Race in an encounter battle. It is a tier 5 battle with only a few tier 5, so pretty good matchmaking for him. And he will show us the true might of this ship. Now, he was not only kind enough to send me this replay, he actually went through the trouble of sending me the client, because my client is too new, and well, as you might know, every major patch stops you from playing older replays. Now, be that as it may, let's get to the battle. Esa's first goal is this, well, little corner around here. It's prime destroyer country. You can take island as cover, you can ambush people if you shoot torpedoes down this small channel. There isn't much way to avoid those. Now we can see some smoke over there, which means there is an enemy destroyer. Not very surprisingly. Now he hasn't shot his torpedoes yet. The Gremyashchy has an 8 kilometer torpedo range. And by the way, I'm truly sorry if I mispronounce ship names. But, well, I don't speak Russian, I don't speak Japanese, and even English is not my native language, so I'll probably get quite a few names wrong. But anyway. So he decided not to push further into here. He can be pretty sure that there will be a destroyer because he went through the smoke, and those torpedoes, well, they just didn't have enough range. We can see there is a Gremyashchy-class destroyer, and like most US destroyers, it just doesn't have a very good torpedo range. And he is also not moving, and so he is getting hit by a torpedo, and Esa will have no trouble finishing this guy off. So, very nice. First kill, first blood, and there is another destroyer. Now it is a Clemson, and the US destroyers have quite good guns. But so does Esa's ship. The only downside of the Gremyashchy is your turret traverse truly sucks. But if this doesn't matter, if you don't have to like take evasive maneuvers and steer a lot, and you have your guns already pointed at the enemy and you can blaze away, you will do a lot of damage. And hey, he even got a plane kill, which is nice in a destroyer. Now there will probably be... ah yeah, here it is. Here is the enemy destroyer. He doesn't waste time with torpedoes. He can probably kill this guy before a torpedo would reach him. And destroyers also are very good at avoiding torpedoes anyway. And with this reload on the guns, it's just not worth wasting time of shooting torpedoes. Now he is shooting torpedoes at those cruisers. He has popped his smoke because he is under fire from quite a lot. He wasted no time repairing his damaged engine and getting rid of the fire. And he is no longer spotted. He is safe behind his smoke screen. And now he is confident enough to take a few shots. He wasn't detected by that. The smoke screen between him and his enemies prevents that. And there we go. Torpedo hits.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Truly, truly beautiful. He got a double strike. And with this one torpedo salvo, he managed to kill 2 enemies who... well, I don't know. I mean, they knew he was there. They just didn't do a very good job at torpedo avoidance. Now he stopped from moving forward, I think because he wanted to keep the smoke screen between him and the enemies. And, well, he hasn't been spotted, so there was no reason for him to try to take evasive action. Also, nobody was shooting at him, which is always great. Now he goes looking for more enemies. So far it's looking quite good. His team is in the lead. He got 4 of the 5 kills his team has. And yes, there was some support from other ships. It's not like he killed them all on his own, but it's still really impressive. And I personally would have been perfectly fine with a result like this. But he is not finished yet, not by a long shot. Now, there are 3 battleships over there, and battleships, well, especially in low tiers, they often like to drive in straight lines, and, well, that makes them prime targets for torpedoes. Now, the game shows that he is targeting this one guy. I'm not sure he will launch torpedoes at someone else. I suspect he switched target and it's just the replay doesn't show it. But otherwise he's just very confident at knowing where to aim. Now he is detected by planes, which isn't great. So he immediately tries to evade, drive farther away. And now he returns fire. Shooting did get him detected. No, not anymore. And, well, there is another kill. Now this battleship here at 8.3 kilometers is probably the one who is detecting him. He chooses to shoot the more immediate threat and assist his team. As you can see, the guns are not pointed his way, so at the moment he doesn't have to be afraid from return fire. At least not from this ship. And also, since this is a low tier battle, a lot of ships don't have that much range. And yeah, most enemies are blocked through islands. So yeah, he is pretty safe. He doesn't have to do anything. He can even... Well, he's slowing down because he doesn't want this island between him and his victim. And if there is only one ship who can shoot at you and this ship doesn't return fire because he has another target, and as you can see, as you look at the gun turrets, he is quite safe at the moment. Now, unfortunately, his torpedoes do miss. But this battleship is taking a beating and will probably soon die. And I think he's even reversing now because he just doesn't want to let this battleship get away. And yes, I often complain that people are reversing way too much, but you know, if nobody is shooting you and if the only enemy who could shoot you has his guns turned away, feel free to do whatever you want. Now, they are capping, and they are already pretty far when it comes to capping. The scores are almost equal. They have one more ship, but it's a situation they could easily lose. So it would probably be an okay choice to cap here. It's just the safe way. The enemies aren't really trying to interrupt. This Murmansk is driving farther away from the... Oh no, he doesn't. He's actually coming back, but there is an island. He's pretty safe if he wants to stay here. Could just power down his engine and cap this game. Now he asks in the chat if they wanna try to kill them all, and someone says yes. Now, that's actually a pretty nice way of doing it. Usually if someone can win the game by capping and he just refuses to, well, I mean, it's a team decision, I would say. And if someone just decides to throw away a safe victory, then I usually don't like it. But if he asks in the chat and the team agrees to just hunt down the enemy and take the risk, then that's perfectly fine. And in this time it turns out to be the right decision. But I would have had no problem with capping, and I would have personally chickened out and just taken the safe victory, especially with an amazing result like this. And yes, I think there was an island in the way. It's good to see that this doesn't only happen to me, but to even great players, that they sometimes tunnel vision and shoot into rocks. Now, he is staying away from these guys, he's playing it safe, he is shooting at them at a distance where he can reasonably well avoid shots. But he has decided to go hunting with torpedoes. Now notice, while he is approaching, he has stopped his firing, because he doesn't want to get spotted when he is this close. And he has an 8 kilometer torpedo range. So now he's just getting close enough while not getting spotted. And he will probably launch his torpedoes soon. There you go. And they've lost the ship. The scores are equal now. And he hasn't fired yet. He probably doesn't want to spook this Wyoming. If he uses his guns now, that Wyoming knows he is there, he should know that torpedoes are coming, and he will definitely take... Okay. We know how this game works. He probably wouldn't take evasive action, but there is no reason to risking it. And he is, I guess, once more giving him the option to cap. He is pretty safe where he's sitting here, and he's just watching what's gonna happen. He has his smoke ready if he needs to, and look at this. This New York has just been top... Oh!
Enemy battleship foundered.
There you go. Now it's looking... well, better now. This New York is almost dead. He can probably finish him with guns. Although, yeah, that's still a lot. And he doesn't have a lot hit points left, so... he would probably need a fire. Or more than one. If he wants to get this New York. But look, his gun turrets aren't pointing his way. And at the moment those guns aren't turning. Which means the New York is somewhat tunnel visioning and not aware that he's approaching. So if he fires now, this New York will certainly know he is there. So there is just... he's playing it safe. Now he's keeping his second torpedo salvo. Because... well, he wants to make sure the second salvo hits if the first one doesn't. And now he is really close enough. This New York has finally noticed what's going on, but the turret traverse is just so bad. And hey, Confederate, and kill number 8. This happens if you tunnel vision in your battleship. You don't realize a destroyer is upon you until he's 4 kilometers in front of you and launching torpedoes in your face. So, only one enemy left. Can he get his 9th kill? Well, of course he can. You've all read the title. So, after this great match, I think this 9th kill is also well deserved. And now he's just blazing away with his guns. The enemy has run himself into ground. And there you go. Great victory. And now let's take a look at the teams. There is really not a lot of surprises there. He got most experience earned in his team. So let's take a look at his results. So he had an amazing game. He got quite a lot of XP and credits out of it. He has 101 hits in his destroyer, 6 torpedo hits, and yes, obviously he has killed 9 enemies. It was a truly amazing game. I had a lot of fun watching it, and I hope you guys did too. And I see you next time.